Good morning, everyone. It's Sal, Stretford Post. How you're doing? And welcome to another episode of Breaking Dawn. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing fine, guys. I hope everyone's having a fabulous weekend so far. I certainly am. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good because our little old club, you know, Man United, the irrelevant little club called Manchester United, apparently, that's what we are. That's what I've been told, is that we're irrelevant. So I'm sticking by that at the moment. I'm sticking by the Manchester United irrelevant train because apparently I was told that Manchester United are an irrelevant football team, guys. Absolutely, not least by my guy.
Fans struggle with this.
But I have never seen, by the way, in Chelsea.
Man United fans need to understand your club is irrelevant. Wallahi.
Like, our club is irrelevant.
No, let me be honest.
I'm going to tell you something. Sam is right.
1 second. I'll tell you.
That's fine. But that's fine.
I was you 15 years ago. Wait.
That's fine. We could be irrelevant. That's fine. We'll be back.
I was you.
Manchester United, the irrelevant football club, of course, guys. And that is what it was at the end of the day. You see, life and in football in general, it does come at you fast, doesn't it? You know, when you back someone into a corner and you attack someone and you try and bully them because, you know what, Man United have not been where they are over the last few years. We haven't been where we want to be and stuff like that. It really is funny, isn't it, since I've been on the case, Liverpool have declined so far. They've got, more times than not that, I've known these gentlemen, Liverpool have been declining. They've been going down and down and down, guys. And I find it hilarious, guys. And this is what football is at the end of the day. And when you look at this old little chestnut here, I want to look at this, guys. Have a look. Have a look at that. Have a look at that, guys. In our worst period, guys, we didn't have a record like this. In our worst period. Not at all. But it is what it is at the end of the day, guys. We're still the irrelevant club from around the corner, of course, guys. But we move on, guys. It's up to Manchester United to win our game. We have to win our game. That's what Manchester United have to do at the end of the day. It's up to Manchester United to win our game and make sure we get our own selves in order on Monday, of course, because there's going to be a lot of people and fans praying for Man United's blood on Monday. Of course they are, because we're giving it a little bit. Of course we're going to give it a little bit. That's life. We're going to give it a little bit. That is life at the end of the day. But you know what I would say is that I believe Man United will win the game on Monday. I got to firmly believe that Man United will win the game on Monday. It is Sunday today, guys, and we're not playing, unfortunately. We have to wait till tomorrow, unfortunately. Let the big guns play tomorrow. But it is Tottenham against Arsenal today, the North London derby. Will Tottenham do anything against Arsenal? I'm not banking on it, obviously. Tottenham notoriously don't do well against Arsenal, of course, guys. So what I would say is this, right? I hope Tottenham can get a draw. Maybe they can get a draw. Hopefully they can do that. Maybe. But you know what? I'm not going to be putting my mortgage on Tottenham doing something on this game, guys. Absolutely not. Let me just get through some of your messages. I hope you're doing well, guys. Welcome, guys. Smash the likes. Thank you so much, Kenny. Hope you're doing well. Let us be relevant. Let us be relevant. We'll move in silence. Exactly what I said there. The key word of what I said there. That's fine. We're irrelevant. That's absolutely fine. We'll be back. We'll be back, guys. We'll be back crawling up you, like I said, like Mike Myers, coming out from the distance, guys. And we will be there because I don't mind us being irrelevant. I don't care. Us being irrelevant. Because at the end of the day, he's a Liverpool fan. I don't care if a Liverpool fan thinks we're irrelevant. It does not make any difference. I've been told Man United are irrelevant when we're winning trebles. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really matter to me, absolutely. Good morning, Sam. How you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Slot, look, at the end of the day, the only slot about it was slotting the ball in the back of the net. That was all I was seeing yesterday. Nothing about any slot, just slotting the ball in the back of the net from Nottingham Forest. That's all I saw yesterday. Nothing else, nothing less, nothing more, of course, guys. But they're going to be slot out, isn't it? Oh, the short memories. The short memories of when you were league title last year. Come on, guys, come on. Absolutely. Seeing what is going on right now in Liverpool, no players will want to go there. Exactly. Let me just see this, guys. Let me just see the outroar, the outrage from the media. Let's see if their narrative is right. Let's see if we see the outcry and the outrage in the media. Because if that was Ruben Amram losing 3-0 at home to Nottingham Forest, guys, we all know where the media would be going, wouldn't we? We all know that the media will be spinning that wheel and be attacking Ruben Amorim right now. We know that, don't we? This is what they will be doing, guys. Absolutely. Big up, Benny. What's going on, my friend? I'll be doing well. Good morning, folks. Amazing how quick the tables can turn. Life comes at you fast, Benny. And one thing I've learned in life, humble, be humble, be humble. You know what? You will be rewarded. If you get humble, if you're humble, you will be rewarded, guys. At the end of the day, you have to be humble in life because you never know. Big up, man. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, Benny. It's crazy league this year. With the right personnel, we will be in the mix in Champions League. I mean, this is exactly right from Benny. Yeah, we do need to remember that this league is very, very tight. You could be 10th place and you could be 4th place within one game. This is why this league is going at the moment. So this is why it's so important Man United capitalize on this, because the league is not going to be this open. So Man United need to capitalize on this. Man United need to make sure that they win their game tomorrow. And that is what, so it's no point us talking. There's no point us bantering if Man United are not going to win their game tomorrow. And that's what I would say. Darren, good afternoon, good morning, good night. How you doing? Only one special club in England. That's Manchester United. The only special club in England. Man United are hated, adored, never ignored. And as I said yesterday, I said Man United are like a YouTube video with thumbs up and thumbs down, right? On the YouTube thumbs up, you have about 30, 40, 50, even to 1 billion likes, right? On the thumbs down, you have about a couple of 100,000, 300,000, maybe even 1 million. But we only care about the thumbs up. And that is what it is all about. We're going to get haters. We're going to get disgruntlers. We're going to get people who are going to try and bring us down and try and school Manchester United. But we're not, because I'm the only one, you know what I mean, who's win this battle, guys. I mean, I'm the only one who will go head to head with these guys and win these battles, guys. You know what I mean? And I keep, you know what, they say in life, he who laughs last, laughs loudest. And I think, listen, that is my prerogative in life. He who laughs, she who laughs last, laughs loudest. And that is my prerogative. And I aim to laugh very, very loudly at the end of the season. That is what it is at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? And you know what? It will be the most sweetest thing, the most beautiful thing that you've ever seen, of course, guys. Absolutely. Good morning, Ephraim. How you doing, Sal? City lost, Liverpool lost. There will be no better morning than this. Absolutely. Absolutely. No, there will be. It will get even better if Arsenal and Tottenham drop some points. If that is a draw, I'll be happy with that. I'll be happy with that because they both drop points and we can move further up to the top, guys. I know. Look, listen, we have to think of things like on a realism sort of thing. Like, things are possible, guys. It's possible that Man United could. Walaikum Assalam, my man. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope everything is good with you, family, well, and stuff. Sam, if United wins on Monday and Aston Villa loses or draws today, United be 4th in the table. Look, the league is very tight. As I said earlier, the league is very tight. The league is going to be tight all season, I think. I think it's going to be one of those leagues where anyone could do it. And this is why it's so important for Man United to capitalize on what is going on in this league this season. We have to make sure that we get our job done. We make our bed, because if we don't, then it's no point us even being here talking about it, laughing about it and bantering and stuff like that. It's up to Man United tomorrow. Of course, there's a little bit of a worry about Cunha. There was a little bit of an injury in him. I don't think it's that serious. I actually think it was a little bit of a hoax. I honestly do think that, because I don't think that Cunha wanted to go and turn on those lights. I'm just speculating here, but I just feel like that at the moment. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day. Cunha injuries is not serious, Ephraim. No, absolutely not. United should do everything possible to sign Anderson. That guy is effing good. What did I say, Sam? What have I been saying for months and months, guys? Anderson. People think I'm crazy. I said that Anderson is going to be the next big midfielder in Europe. I said it already. No. It's very easy to downplay a player when they play for teams like Nottingham Forest. It's very easy and very immature. I would say like lack of ball knowledge sort of thing. When you want to play down players who play for smaller clubs, just because they play for a smaller club, they're not that player. But I told you guys, Anderson is the midfielder that Manchester United need. I've been talking about it for weeks and weeks, months and months. How many times has been my thumbnail before it was fashionable to do so? And here we are, guys. Look, Anderson smashing it, running the midfield against Liverpool. All right, running the midfield against Liverpool. Let's be honest, guys. Nottingham Forest against Liverpool. Nottingham Forest should have won that game 5-0. They should have won that game 5-0. It was a 5-0 game. They got annihilated. It wasn't just like, oh, they lost, just about lost. They creeped the win. Nottingham Forest have gone to Anfield twice, 2 times and 2 times, and won both times. This is no coincidence. This is signed, sealed, delivered, Stevie Wonder. This is what it is, guys. This is what it is. This is what's going on. Do you know what I mean? This is real. Absolutely. Benny ran the show ran the show yesterday. United have a footballer that stops. I told you guys. No one wanted to believe me. You know what I mean? I told you guys, Anderson's the guy I would want. Anderson's the man I would want. Anderson's the main man. Rather Spurs win so we can close in on Arsenal. True, Darren. True. Very true. I hope so as well, man. I do hope so as well. Absolutely. Cunha's injury isn't serious, just a little injury in his head. He'll be right, man. He didn't want to go to the switching lights on and stuff like that, guys. He didn't want to switch the lights on and everything. That's what happened, of course, guys. Absolutely. Apparently, there was an incident at the training ground, but I don't believe it. I'm sorry, but I don't. Irrelevant from a club that got beaten by a second last club who hasn't been. I'm just trying to do the maths here, Max. How can we be irrelevant? All right, let's not talk about the past. Let's talk about the present, because I know everyone calls me History Channel, but let's talk about the present then. Let's look at the league table. Are we ahead of Liverpool? Yes. So who's more relevant? Right now, currently, who's more relevant? Is it Liverpool? Is it Man United? It's a difficult one, isn't it? At the end of the day, you see what I mean? You see, Sal is a different animal. I'm not Dom. I'm not these people. I know my stuff, guys. At the end of the day, I do my thing. You know what I mean? And I'm not bad at the old football knowledge. Cunha got a slight knock, so not big there. Yeah, he'd be all right. Sal Anderson is the real deal. He bossed up midfield. Ephraim, absolutely. Anderson over Baleba all day. What have I been saying, guys? What I've been saying, everyone's like, oh, Baleba, I'm a Baleba. Like I said, Anderson's the guy. Anderson is the player. People would say Anderson's overrated. Some people on this channel were saying Anderson's overrated. I don't want Anderson. That's twice now. Against Man United, when Man United played Nottingham Forest the other week, he ran the show. He ran the show. He did, absolutely. Good evening, Wesley. How you doing? Good morning, Wesley, should I say. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, my friend. Hope everything is good with you. This is officially a worst title defense since Leicester's in 2015-16. Look, you know, at the end of the day, there's only certain teams that can do three-peats, that can win the league twice in a row. Man United have done the three-peat in the Premier League twice, right? And until you do that, until you achieve that, I don't really want anyone to talk about, who's irrelevant or not, because at the end of the day, 2 titles in 40 years doesn't really do the mustard for me. 2 titles in 40 years, goodness me. Absolutely. I'm very well, man. Thank you so much, my guy. I hope you're doing well. I hope everything is blessed. Sal, a win tomorrow night can take us 4th, depending on Aston Villa. Yes, it will. Absolutely, brother. P.S. I was referring to Liverpool being beaten by Nottingham Forest. Yes, I got you, my friend. I got you. I understand. We can't let Anderson join another club, Darren. No, we can't. But I've been saying that for months and weeks. And I feel like a broken record, Darren. People are downplaying. People are ignoring what I'm talking about with Anderson. People are saying that, oh, no, he's a Nottingham Forest player. He's a little bit overrated. He can't do this. He can't do that. And now look at what's going on now. Look what's happening now. Look at Anderson now. I said it. Look, we have to get him before anyone else gets him. We have to, because there's going to be a whole queue of teams after Elliot Anderson. Absolutely. Anderson is absolutely needed. Absolutely. Sal, imagine spending $500 million to get worse. It's unbelievable. Guys, look. The one thing about Jurgen Klopp, which he installed in Liverpool, was a footballing mentality, right? He didn't have a Galacticos mentality. He didn't go into Liverpool and say, I want that player, I want that player, I want that player. He wasn't that kind of manager. He was more like bringing in football who had the football culture. He was more into bringing the football culture. Whereas Arne Slot and the board have lost this. They've lost this. And I actually think that they're doing right now. I know they won the league last season. They did have a team full of champions. And to be honest with you, Arne Slot did okay last season, right? It's not just easy to come in. As we know with David Moyes, it's not easy to come to a football club and win the league. But I believe right now, what they're doing now is what the mistake that Manchester United made under David Moyes. That's what I believe. Right? I believe they're making that same mistake where they're getting the names, they're getting the big name, the high profile names and stuff, and getting the Galacticos sort of mentality. We all know when Real Madrid was signing the Galacticos players that it wasn't Real Madrid's most glory era. It wasn't. Real Madrid started to become successful when they started to bring in a few youth players here and there and bring in more players that are willing to fight for the badge and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely. Wesley, Sal, we get Anderson and Gomez in January. We'll be happy with that. Not much strikers out there. There's not many, my friend. Absolutely not. At the end of the day, didn't Man United buy Roy Keane for Nottingham Forest? Yeah, I wasn't born that time. Yes, that's why it's on the fun now, Kenny. It's written in the stars, guys. It's written in the stars. Roy Keane, Nottingham Forest midfielder. Anderson, Nottingham Forest midfielder. Why don't we just do it, guys? It's written in the stars. It's a new Roy Keane, guys. I know that is high praise indeed, and that might put pressure on him. I'm not saying that, but you know what? It just gives you this air, this feeling that Roy Keane, Anderson, go and do that deal, guys. Do that deal. Go and do it. Absolutely. United should get the groundwork done and must have a chance of signing. They are due, Sam. They are due. What have I been talking about, Sam, for the last few weeks? People, am I speaking to myself? I don't know. Sam, Imam and Richards, big up Amir. We said it here. It's Slot was a bluffer. Has to be arrogant. And people tried to tell me how good Arne Slot was. People were on this channel, Benny, telling me how good Arne Slot was, and he didn't just have to press play when he did have to just press play last season. But now I said it back then, and we said it back then. We said it back then. Back then, we said that let's see when he has to rebuild this team. Let's see when some of the players leave, right? Let's see what goes on, like i.e. Ruiz, i.e. Trent Alexander-Arnold, and these players. Let's see when they leave, Let's see when Salah decides, I don't like Arne Slot, I'm not going to play for him, I miss Jurgen Klopp. Let's see what happens, guys. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, let's see what happens, guys, absolutely. May Allah bless you. You too, my friend. What's your favorite type of music? Just type, I'm a musician, so go to YouTube, type Reds, REDZZ. There's all my music there. Millions of views across the net. Loads of them. And that is the type of music I do. I've done a lot of work in music, guys, as people know, 20 years in the music industry, of course. Absolutely. But anyway, that's off topic. Sal, is there a contract for Anderson for 60 million, 65 million apparently? Is the valuation. However, I'm not too sure whether that's solidified in regards to a contractual obligation. I think it is a valuation. So if it is just a valuation, Nottingham Forest could be asking for anything up to 80 million for Anderson. If it is a obligation of 65, that'd be fantastic and we should go for it. But I don't think it's an obligation. I think it's more to do with the valuation of the player. It's the valuation of the player. So I think that, look, Man United need to pull up all the stops to get this player. I'm telling you right now, this is the midfielder that Man United need. I've been saying it for ages. I felt like a broken record. No one is listening. People think I've been talking about Anderson for the last few months because I'm just being cuckoo because I'm player FC or something. It's ridiculous. But I've been saying it, and look, he's starting to prove it now. And not only prove it in big games. Not get weak mentality because you know what? Man United are after me, so my head turns and I can't play anymore because my head has been turned. Don't you think Anderson's head's been turned? Don't you think that? But he still performs on the football pitch. Him and Wharton are the two players that those players would fix Man United tenfold. They would fix Man United. Absolutely. I believe that, guys. Absolutely. But this is the way football is, guys. I find football very, very funny. It is funny because Manchester United will always be there and we're not going anywhere. We will be back, guys, as irrelevant as people think we are. And look, guys, they have every right to say that we're irrelevant. They have every right to say that we're not doing this because we haven't won the league. We haven't challenged for the league. We haven't challenged for the Champions League. So I give them that, granted. But when Man United, in my eyes, and in millions of people around the world, will never be an irrelevant. Even Liverpool fans have said, like, people calling Man United irrelevant is ridiculous. So at the end of the day, Man United will never be irrelevant because Man United is still relevant because we're still spoken about today, everywhere. People who don't see that are people just turned on the block. They've blocked every word of Manchester United there is. At the end of the day, I have my own mind. I don't take someone else's mind and put it in my mind. I have my own mind. I have my own brain. I don't need to pretend I'm loving another team and stuff like that. And they're scary and all that. Look, what I would want to see is the outcry from the Manchester City penalty yesterday. Where's the outcry? I don't like Manchester City, right? I don't like Manchester City. And everyone knows I don't like Manchester City. But where was the outcry in regards to that penalty? Where was, it's a conspiracy against Man City. If that was Arsenal, you would see all those streams coming up. Oh, referee, PGMO, this. You see those guys there. they will be talking about Arsenal like, oh, you know what? It was if the Arsenal penalty referees against Arsenal. This mythical magic land that people are talking about Arsenal are hard done by. That was a penalty on Foden yesterday, right? That is the clearest penalty you're ever going to see. So where's the outcry? You know, that just shows me that the narrative is on this Arsenal train. I don't know whether it's to get clicks and likes and stuff. I don't know, but it just goes to show you. And this is me coming from a guy who I don't like Manchester City, but that was a clear as day penalty as you're ever going to see. In fact, it could have been absolutely. I'm sorry for that. Yeah, this is a football channel, man. You can talk about football. We can talk about everything, but we have to mix it in a little bit, my guy. Absolutely. Absolutely. This isn't knowing me, knowing you. Ha. Big up. Big up, Sal and United fam. Good weekend. Big up, Stephen. How you doing, mate? When City and Liverpool lose, a great weekend. Absolutely. Let's hope that Arsenal can lose today. Wouldn't that be nice? Although I wouldn't bank on Tottenham, doing anything. Of course, if United are clever, they will get their business done before the World Cup. Absolutely, because I'll tell you now, Anderson is going to be huge for England next summer. And this is what I'm talking about, Benny. This is why I said England have a big chance of winning the World Cup. It's not because I'm English and I'm just being biased here. England have Declan Rice, Adam Wharton, Anderson in that midfield, not to mention players like Bellingham and players like that. England have a very, very strong team. And this is why I was saying it. And people don't want to listen to me. I haven't seen a player like Anderson in the last 20 years. I have not seen a player like that. This player is Roy Keane reincarnated. I'm telling you, Manchester United, as you said there, Benny, we need to get the groundwork done. We need to get it done. We need to get this deal done. If Man United get this deal done, he's going to be a generational signing for Man United. He's going to be a massive signing, a massive game changer for Man United. But we have to get it done now because you know as well as I do, Benny, as you said there, loads of teams are going to be vying for Anderson's signature. Absolutely. Newcastle did us a favour last night. We mustn't go out or lose or draw. Absolutely. They did do us a favour. Now it's up to us to capitalise, isn't it, Wesley? They did us a favour. But it is up to us to do our business now. We've got Everton tomorrow. If we don't beat Everton, then we're back at square one. We have to learn to capitalise on these things because over the last few years, we haven't really capitalised on the mistakes and the errors that other teams have done. We seem to do exactly the same as them. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if Man United go out there and underperform against Everton, but I hope we don't. I hope we go there and do what we did last season against Everton, which is win 4-0, which we did last season, and was actually Ruben Amorim's first win at Man United. That would be absolutely brilliant. Let's hope that we do, guys. Let's hope that we do the business. Have it done so it comes start of the season. Have it done, absolutely, Benny, I agree. Because a lot of teams are going to be after, as you said there, Benny. Is Onana coming back? Yeah, Onana will be back, Onana will be back, but Man United will be wanting to go bouncy, like a bouncy castle. Onana comes in, bounces out the football club. That is what Man United are looking to do. And they want to get rid of Onana. Onana feels like he can fight for his place. I mean, come on, guys. It's over with Onana. Onana just needs to accept the reality, man. He just needs to leave Man United. What a bad bit of business that was, guys. Madness, isn't it? Wesley, Sal, what's your thoughts on the WWE War Games? CM Punk uses Ramon and Cody against Division. I don't know, mate. I don't know. Games, CM Punk, Usos, Roman, mate. I don't know about the games, mate. I don't know. All I know, I haven't really kept up to date with my guys at the WWE. All I know is that, obviously, Dom Mysterio, of course, and, John Cena will be fighting at Survivor Series and stuff like that. I have a good relationship with the WWE, by the way. Was working at the WWE, got to know a few of the wrestlers and stuff, got involved in a segment on the WWE, which was the R-Truth cigarette, if people know about it, and stuff. I was live on WWE Raw many, many years ago, of course, guys, and SmackDown. And look, that was a long time ago when we were doing the music and that, and we were quite popular and everything. And it was a great time. But big up the WWE, big up. Yeah, I like Dom Mysterio. By the way, I like Dom Mysterio because Dom Mysterio represents the old school. He reminds me of the old school sort of wrestler. I like him. I like his personality. And I think he's going to be a fantastic wrestler going forward. And he's going to be the future. Like, I do believe they could build like a new D-Generation X sort of thing, if you know what I mean. I really do. Yeah, definitely. But thinking of D-Generation X, definitely it was an X for Liverpool when they didn't score yesterday. They lost 3-0 to Nottingham Forest, of course, guys, which is... it was funny, to be honest with you. I mean, I can't help myself. I had to banter it because at the end of the day, guys, I've come out of nowhere, right? For some people, I've been around this industry for a long time, but for some people, I've come out of nowhere. And to be honest with you, and I never heard of him. Obviously, But I've come out of nowhere, and then since I've been on the block, Liverpool have been losing. And you know what? I find it hilarious. I do find it hilarious. I can't help but laugh, guys. It's like telling me a funny joke. I'm going to laugh. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's just the way it is at the end of the day. Hey, big up Sakiru. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you at the stream, my friend. Big up to you. Welcome back, my friend. Welcome back, guys. Absolutely. Now, I did predict a 3-1 win for Man United against Everton. I think Man United will win the game. I think Man United will win the game comfortably as well. But Man United have to be on the game. We can't go into that game thinking that the game is a foregone conclusion. Of course, they've got David Moyes in charge. And we all know what David Moyes is like when he comes up against Man United. It's like the final for David Moyes, isn't it? David Moyes will always have that thing with Man United, isn't it? Every time he goes back to Old Trafford or whenever we play his team away from home, their team always goes up a level. It always seems to go up a level when they play against Man United. And this is evident even with other teams as well. This is why Man United are still relevant. Of course they are. But at the end of the day, when teams play Man United, especially when David Moyes goes back to Old Trafford, we need to be wary of what David Moyes is going to go try and do. And I take it back all the way back when Man City won the league. And David Moyes took Everton to Old Trafford. And, by hook or by crook, they got a 4-4 draw. Man United were 3-1 up. Man United were 4-2 up. And they still ended up getting a 4-4 draw. They fought for their lives just to stop Man United doing it. And I'll take it all the way back to those days. I'll take it all the way back even further when we were at Goodison and David Moyes was giving us tough games. David Moyes' whole life revolves around making life miserable for Manchester United. And what is the most important thing for Manchester United is to make his life miserable. That's what we need to do. So tomorrow, what we need to do before they even get an opportunity, we need to shut down that game and make sure that Man United do the business, guys, of course. Absolutely. Wesley, Sal, I heard Ineos has money for January. And I've been speaking about that, Wesley, all week. Apparently, they have 100 million. That was what I was told. Do I think Man United will spend 100 million? Probably not. But that is what I was told last week, guys. Absolutely. So is there any news about João Gomez? Not at the moment. There's a lot of people talking about João Gomez, that it's been rebunked, that he's not for sale. There's other people talking about João Gomez, that Man United are in talks with João Gomez. There's lots of conflicting reports at the moment. One thing's for certain is that Man United are aware of João Gomez, and João Gomez is on Manchester United's radar. That is one thing that is guaranteed. All right. And will we sign João Gomez? It remains to be seen. At the moment, we're only in November, guys. We're only in November. We've got a month to go until we start seeing solidified reports coming out and stuff. So we have to wait and see what happens, of course, guys. Absolutely. Stephen, teams like Brentford, Fulham are bogey teams for United. I mean, these days, yeah, definitely. 119 around 93 likes. Hit the like button. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to smash a like on the stream, guys. Really appreciate you all. Let's keep building Stretford Post. Let's get to Stretford Post where it deserves to be, of course, guys, which is the #1 most realist Manchester United football channel out there, guys. Absolutely. We don't sugarcoat. We're not Willy Wonka. We get it on. We paint pictures that end up a masterpiece, don't we, guys? Absolutely. That is how it is at the end of the day. But look, we have to do our job. And that is the most important thing. The only way to silence the critics is to do your job, is to win your football matches. And that is what we need to do. There's no point me talking this, me doing this, me bantering this if we go tomorrow and we don't beat Everton. Everton should be a given 3 points. Arsenal play Everton, 3 points. City play Everton, 3 points. 3 points. That is what it's all about at the end of the day. Sal, your podcast is my favorite. Keep up with the good work. Thank you so much, Wesley. I really appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much, my friend. Absolutely. It's because they are underestimated, Amram. Yeah, they are underestimating Amram. Yeah, I mean, they are underestimating. They're underestimating Man United. And where this comes from. Let me tell you where this comes from. This doesn't come from a place of logic. This comes from a place of insecurity. They're telling themselves that Man United are irrelevant, so that they make themselves feel better. They know deep down in their soul that Man United will be back. Man United will be back. And Man United will start winning things again. They know that. It's inevitable. You know what I mean? Like the sun rises in the morning in the UAE, it will be inevitable. Man United will be back, guys. And that is what it is, and that is how we do things, guys. Ephraim, Sal, we have to switch on for 90 minutes and kill the game. This game against Everton, this is like such a test. And then we got Crystal Palace. Now, Everton is going to be a game that we should win, given. Crystal Palace is going to represent a much more sterner test. It's going to be a much more trickier affair. And I want Man United to change the narrative here, because over the last few years, we've been pretty poor against Crystal Palace. It's Everton first, though. We win against Everton tomorrow night. For me, it's going to be midnight kickoff. So I'm going to be up all night. So, guys, look forward to it. And guys, lots of people will be doing watch-alongs. But remember, the watch-along here is the place to be. Amram has the right mentality. Agree, Max. Absolutely. My prediction is a draw. Who for? A draw is what? A draw against that? Nah, mate. You're talking about Man United here. Are you a Man United fan? Man United draw against Everton? Come on, man. Man United are going to win that game, mate. For Crystal Palace. That's a little bit more understandable. In regards to Crystal Palace, I think Crystal Palace is a tough game. I agree with Max here. It's a tough game. Look, if Man United do draw the game against Crystal Palace, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. And as long as we win the other games, because our main priority is to get into that top 5, is to get into that Champions League mix. That is what Man United need. And if Man United get in the Champions League this season, and then obviously Man United can build from there in the coming seasons and stuff. So that's what we can do. Wesley, Sal, I think we should make top 4. I think so as well. I think we'll make top 4, guys. I predicted at the beginning of the season. I think Man United will surprise a lot of people this season. I've said it. I know that we started difficultly. Yeah, I get you, Max. I thought you were talking about the Everton game. Big up, my friend. Come on, guys. Let's hit 100 likes, guys. Let's hit 100 likes on the stream, guys. Very well today. Very good today. Thank you so much, guys. Very humble guy. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, look, the difference between me and the difference between other fans, I could jump on any other channel there is, and I can compliment other teams, and I can talk about the great things about other teams, and I can talk about good things about other teams. But these people can't do it about my team. They hate it. It's like chewing a lemon when they're talking about Man United. They're chewing a lemon, and you can say, blah, 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 blah. It's bitter. It's a very bitter lemon. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Yeah. But you know what? When life gives you lemons, you give them Senny lemons, of course, guys. Stephen, can't believe Chelsea are second. They just snake their way up the table. Look, this shows how poor the league is, Stephen. This is what I'm talking about. Chelsea are crap. I'll be honest, we beat Chelsea. Look, I no bones about saying that. Chelsea are crap. Chelsea are crap. We beaten Liverpool. We beaten Chelsea. We should have beat Arsenal, to be honest. That was a cheat. But you know what it was? I just feel this league is not as strong. It's probably the weakest it's ever been. So what this represents a perfect opportunity for Manchester United to climb up that league. It's a perfect opportunity for Man United to do that. Do you know what I mean? And to be honest with you, let's hope we do. Let's hope we do the business tomorrow, and let's hope we move up that table. Whether we're in the top 4 or not, we just win our games. And as long as we win our games, things are going to be good. Don't worry about that. Absolutely. I can't wait tomorrow. I just want the game to come quickly. That's what I want. I just want the game to come quickly. I want us to play this game and win this game, and that's what I want to do, guys. Absolutely. But yeah, look, football is a very, very big humbler. One thing I would say about football, it humbles people, because everything can change within a week, and no matter how good you are, no matter how high you are flying, in a week's time, you could be up there, then you could be down there. And that's one thing that I always analyze in regards to football, and I always believe in football, is that, you're only as good as your last game. There's another game coming up, and you have to win that game. And whilst the league is so tight, nothing is guaranteed, and no one is clear going to win this league. I guarantee that, even though Arsenal are doing okay, they're doing all right in the league, but it's probably one of the worst top sides on the league I've ever seen. And that is just being real, guys. I mean, I've seen better Arsenal teams in my lifetime. A lot better Arsenal teams. I've seen Arsenal teams that have come in the top 4, 4th or 5th, are better than this Arsenal team. Sal, I told Craig on the Liverpool podcast that it's karma. They laughed at us when we were losing ended the 15 last season, and look at them now. Look, you know what? Wouldn't it be crazy if Liverpool came 15th? Wouldn't that be crazy if Liverpool came 15th and Liverpool came 15th in the league? Wouldn't it be incredible if Man United... God. Life comes at you fast. You listen, don't mess with the old Sal, man. Don't mess with the Sal Juju bean. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, guys. Absolutely. That's what it's all about, guys. We will make it happen, guys. Absolutely. That would be absolutely incredible if Liverpool came 15th. Absolutely, guys. If Liverpool came 15th and Man United qualified for the Champions League, goodness me. Oh, goodness me, mate. Imagine we won the league. I mean, no, I'm not over jumping the mark here. Come Yeah, the table is tight. If we win, though, we could be at 4. That's 6. Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, I don't want to think too much about that, Max. All I want to care about, my friend, is just winning the football match. And then the more football matches we win, we're going to go up the league anyway. Like, we got Wolves and Bournemouth and Crystal Palace and Everton. These are games that we can quite possibly win. Like, they're not the hardest games in the world. Crystal Palace is one of the tougher games, but I think that still we can get something from the game if Man United win. Look, Man United could end up 10 games unbeaten, guys. 10 games unbeaten. What are people going to say then? What are they going to say? Man United go 10 games unbeaten. What are they going to say then? You know what I mean? What are they going to talk about then? What's the narrative then? What is it? Irrelevance? Irrelevance. Oh, wait, irrelevant. You know what I mean? That's like saying bloody Ferrari's irrelevant. You know what I mean? If Ferrari's irrelevant, it's irrelevant. It hasn't won in years. Ferrari's irrelevant. Well, we'll be back. Benny, it'd be interesting to see what happens Liverpool if they don't make the Champions League, as Bob Marley said. Exodus. The difference between Manchester United and Liverpool is that Manchester United will and will always be a bigger club than Liverpool. Manchester United will and will always be a more supported club than Liverpool, factually, okay? We times your support by up-teen amounts. All around the world, around. You must be a Daft Punk, just like Daft Punk with that song, to believe that Liverpool will come back if they go down that league. Because they are not Manchester United. Right? You deserve to be down. Because I'll tell you why Liverpool deserve to be down, guys. Liverpool deserve to be down because they are not humble. Right? I spent 20 years, 25 years of my life with serial winning. Win. League. Champions League, league. FA Cup, league. League Cup, league. And that's what my life was. So much so, I didn't have time to be arrogant. Another one. All right, bring it in. Beep, bring it in. That's what it was. I didn't have time to be arrogant. I just was humble. But looking at things in hindsight, looking at things now, I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe I should have been a little bit arrogant. Maybe I should have been a little bit smug. Because at the end of the day, these people, look at the way they're treating success. Look at the way they look at 2 titles in 40 years. Look at the way they look at that, analyze that. In fact, this has been quite a good therapy session this last few years. In my opinion, this has been quite a good therapy session because at the end of the day, we've seen how these fans react with a little bit of, a little bit of taste of success. A little bit of success, here they are. Here they are, a little tiny bit of success, you know? Absolutely. Wesley, imagine Sal, we win the league. It's not impossible, but let's just say exactly. I mean, absolutely. We are actually going to win back soon, inshallah, bro. Big up, my friend. Jay Gambino, what's going on, Sal? Breed and Dayami is choosing Arsenal over United. How true is this? I'm not too bothered. Honestly, I don't really rate Adeyemi as highly as people rate him. I think he's a stopgap option. I think Arsenal have already got Madueke, who I think is a better player than him. Arsenal have got better players all around that pitch than the only thing it does, it improves their squad. I don't even actually think he's as good as Trossard. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, not too bothered, to be honest with you. William, hiya, Sal. Good on you, bro. Big up, my friend. I'm very good. Good to see you, my guy. I hope you're doing blessed. Ex-players are saying United be lucky to get top 8 this season. Let them think that way, Stephen. Now, this is exactly what I'm saying. That's fine. Let them think. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Let them think that we're going to come 8th, we're going to come 10th, and that. It's up to us to change that opinion. I don't care what they think, to be honest with you, because I've always believed that Man United are doing all right this season. I'm not coming out here today and saying that Man United are going to win the league. Man United are going to be the champions this league. I believe Man United can get in the Champions League. If Man United get in the Champions League, I believe Man United can elevate themselves even further going on. I think this will be a springboard for Man United to go on if we get in the Champions League. This is what I believe. And, this is should be our aim. Yes, we keep winning. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen in the league. Arsenal might drop some points. Man United might challenge for a title, right? But we need to walk before we can run. And I believe if we get in the Champions League, I don't think that's an unrealistic possibility. And then next season, with the money coming in, the 100 million from the Champions League, the attraction with other players, of course, being in Europe, you're going to see a different animal here. You're going to see a different Man United. And then if Man United go out there and sign Anderson, right, and other players around, you're going to see a different animal here. Liverpool going to start going like that. Liverpool, the thing with Liverpool, right? They've made a huge risk this season. They spent a lot of money. They spent over $500 million, right, on an already title-winning team, and it hasn't worked. So I don't believe that Liverpool can do that again. Liverpool have to be very careful what they're going to have to do. So if Man United get in the Champions League, if Liverpool don't get in the Champions League, I'm telling you this, guys. If Liverpool don't get in the Champions League, Liverpool are in a lot of trouble. From the amount of money that they spent, the assets that they've acquired, Liverpool will be in an enormous amount of trouble. Absolutely. Max, Sal, exactly. Couldn't agree more. Big up, Max, you legend. Jay, hi, Sal. What about Kenan Yildiz? Kenan Yildiz, obviously, is a guy, Jay, that I've been speaking about for months, ever since he was in Juventus Gen, which is the Juventus youth team. Very, very good player. Very good player. Generational player. Wanted by loads of teams. Loads of teams want Kenan Yildiz. Of course, guys. There's also players coming out of the AC Milan Academy, Kamada, Liberali, and other players like that who I feel like Man United should be looking at. I think Kamada's left now, if I'm not wrong, but he's killing it. But there's other players there. But Kenan Yildiz is a player who I think Man United should look at. But he's wanted by a lot of teams around Europe. Absolutely phenomenal player. I've spoken about him a lot of times, to be honest with you, but. Yeah, I think it's going to cost a lot of money, I think. Big up, Jay Gambino. Good to see you, mate. William Logan, let's take the day to laugh at Liverpool. Their fan base has lost their mind. You know, the funniest thing about me, William, I'm never one of those people to be smug, to rub it into people's faces. I've never done that. But looking at things, the way things have been going over this last few weeks and months and maybe a year, I've actually changed my mind. And I actually feel like, you know what, it's Man United against the world. And that's how I feel now. I think it's Man United against the world. And I think this is what it should be. Whatever stream I go on, whatever thing, we should all join together as one Man United army. We should all follow each other as an army, because that is what Man United should be doing. Because at the end of the day, hated, adored, never ignored. They hate hearing that. But it's still the same thing. It's still the same thing. You guarantee you, with chest, these fans will be wanting Man United to lose tomorrow. They will be wanting by hook or by crook, Man United to lose against Everton tomorrow. They'll be dying for Man United to lose against Everton tomorrow. Absolutely. Arman, we'll make top four comfortably. Big up, Arman. Come on, my bro. We need an defensive midfielder. That should be our priority. And striker, Anderson would be fantastic, wouldn't it, my bro? Wesley. No Champions League means that in really serious trouble for them. Massive trouble. Massive trouble. The man they've spent, no Champions League. They're going to have to sack Arne Slot. I actually believe they're going to sack him next week. I've got the feeling. I don't want him to go. Where do you go, my lovely? Ding, 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 ding. We don't want him to go. No, we don't. We need him to stay. You know what I mean? We want him to stay another day or another season, if possible. Because you know what? We're loving this. We're loving this. We're loving the Arne Slot decline. We love Arne Slot in goals past him. You know what I mean? That's what we love. Kamada is 6 foot. 6 foot. Yes, he is 6 foot, my bro. Yep. Very good player. Kamada with a C. South Anderson still at Wharton in January, summer. I think that need at least one first one. I don't think we're going to get all of those, Max. It would be lovely if we did. Still has already clarified that he wants to go to Real Madrid. I think if Man United managed to get Wharton and Anderson, however, you better pray. You better pray. You better pray that, you know what, we don't get them, because Man United are going to kill it. If Man United got those two players, my goodness, we're going to kill it. Even if we got Anderson and Baleba, Man United are going to kill it. Man United will kill it. Man United will absolutely destroy the whole team. Very good. Kamada's a very good player. Yeah, Kamada, Camarda. That one, just to make sure you got the right one. Absolutely brilliant player. Jay Gambino, hi Sal. So, which midfield options do you recommend for United? We have been linked to a lot, and there's been a few midfielders that I've repeatedly spoken about over the last few months, which you can't go any further to saying that these are the midfielders that Man United want. I'm looking at Baleba, I'm looking at Wharton, I'm looking at Anderson, of course. There's also other midfielders like Yavi Guerra, Yorogiza, Lamin Kamara, Agume, Lucien Agume. Of course, there's other midfielders out there that Man United. There's also Conor Gallagher, which could be obviously a loan option, of course. But if I was to pick a midfield right now, it's Anderson and Wharton for me at the moment. It's Stiller's not going to come to Manchester United. If he's going to go to Real Madrid, Adam Wharton and Anderson. Now, look, I know it's going to be expensive, but if Man United, right? If Man United signed Adam Wharton and Anderson and just signed those two, and it cost about what, 180 million, something like that, 170 million. And then you spend a little bit on the right wing back or left wing back. And I think Man United will be in a very, very, very good place. You know, absolutely. Stephen, every team will be helping United lose and don't get European football. I mean, everyone dislikes us, guys. We're the most hated team in England, no matter what. The most agendas are against Man United. If we done a study right now, I've even checked on ChatGPT. It says Man United, so yeah, it's there, guys, for everyone to see. I thought you were talking about the other Kamada. Now I'm talking about an Italian Kamada. It's a different one, my friend. It's Italian Kamada. They come from I mean, I'm far more advanced in regards to scouting and stuff like that. Sorry, guys, but I do have an advanced scouting brain. You know what I mean? That I talk about Liberali and that people don't really know who they are, Scotty and things like that. But yeah, I have an advanced scouting brain. Yeah, I used to be one, didn't I? So, Kamada is 6'2". There you go, our man. Big up, our man. Is Alti our tallest player? I don't know, probably, but tallness doesn't mean nothing. I think actually Senny Lamens is taller than buying there. Let me just check something. Let me see. How tall is Senny Lamens? How tall is Senny Lamens? So Senny Lamens is 6'4". Right, 6'4". Senny Lamens is huge. Buying there. Oh, Binder's taller. He's 6'6". He doesn't come across that. Well, this is the thing, isn't it? You know when you impose yourself in the game. If you're not imposing, you look smaller, don't you? I mean, I've always had the impression that Binder is short. You have the impression that Senny Lamens is tall and domineering, but with Binder, you always have the impression that he's short. You know, shows you, isn't it? It shows you that the difference, doesn't it? Is Anderson a defensive midfielder or just a normal CM? He's a defensive midfielder, but can play the number 8 as well. He's more of a modern day midfielder. If I was to compare him to anyone, it would be like a Roy Keane. It will be like a Michael Carrick sort of player. Would Man United need he can do the job. He's a modern day. He can do the job. The only concern I would have for him is obviously playing alongside Bruno Fernandes, who I still don't believe is the number 8. I still think Man United need a proper professional number 8, of course. Dave, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Morning, Sal. Remember during the Friday stream, I mentioned that this match week teams will drop points. With that said, we need to win the Monday. It doesn't matter if we don't win our game, does it? All these teams will drop points. It's true. That's going to happen. But what has been the common demeanor over the last few years? Man United don't capitalize on other teams losing points. So it will be typical Man United if we go tomorrow against Everton and don't beat Everton. Right, so Man United need to approach this game like this is our opportunity. This is what we got to do. We've got to win this game. Absolutely. Sal, we have to give Arne Slot a new contract. I mean, I'll be vying for that new contract. I'll be an advocate for that. I'll co-sign that. Absolutely. I think Arne Slot needs a new contract. I really do. He needs a new contract. Absolutely, he does. Look. At the end of the day, football is funny, isn't it? It's a funny old game. This is what they said, isn't it? At the end of the day, it is a funny old game. We haven't lost in a long time. And, I don't know how it feels to lose anymore. I'm sorry, guys. We haven't lost in a long time, guys. I don't know how it feels. Maybe Liverpool fans could tell us how it feels to lose because I've forgotten. I mean, at the end of the day, I've been told that I've been speaking about the past so many times. I've forgotten about the past now. I'm just talking about now. I don't think, man. I don't know how does it feel to lose. I mean, is it nice? How does it feel? You know what I mean? Wesley, I think Anderson and Ugarte will play good together. Probably. Don't know what's going on with Ugarte. Of course, a lot of people are writing Ugarte off. There's a lot of things going on with Ugarte at the moment. I'm disappointed in a way with Ugarte because obviously I was a big advocate for Ugarte coming to Manchester United considering his stats. His ball recovery record throughout Europe is top. And I don't know what's going on with him, obviously. I would say, guys, and I know this sounds controversial. I do believe that playing alongside Bruno is difficult for any midfielder because Bruno, for me, is not a number 8. Bruno's an attacking midfielder. Bruno can't play the number 8. He doesn't have the awareness and the discipline to play the number 8 position because in that midfield, you have to be positionally disciplined. And I don't think he is disciplined, to be honest with you. Absolutely. Wesley, Casemiro's the legs is done. Yeah, we need to get him. I mean, I think he'll leave at the end of the season, definitely anyway. Arman, what's the best movie that you've watched? In my lifetime, I don't know, Arman. There's lots of movies out there that I've watched. One of my favorite movies is I Am Legend with Will Smith. It's one of my favorite movies. I love watching that. I watch it over and over again. It's one of my favorite movies, but there are many. Groundhog Day is one of my best movies. I like Jim Carrey. I'm a big fan of Jim Carrey. People know that. Scarface. I mean, there's so many there that I love. I can't just pinpoint one movie, of course. I'm a supporter of Slot In. Me too, Dave. Come on, we're the Slot In Brigade. Come on, the Slot In Brigade. Big up. For years to come, Salah's dribbling has immensely improved. Van Dijk has been solid. I agree with this. Bloody hell. In defense, Konate, what a player. Also been transformative. Isaac has been. What a transfer window, Dave. I mean, look, I can only dream about Man United having such a great transfer window as Liverpool. What a fantastic season Liverpool are having. I think they really need to look at the bigger picture here. I think they need to look at context. And I think they need to keep Arne Slot in the football club. I really do think they need to do that. I think they need to be loyal here. I mean, where's the great Liverpool loyalty here? Where is it? I mean, because everywhere I look, there's no loyalty with Liverpool fans. I don't see any. I want to see some loyalty from their famous fans, of course, guys. Absolutely. Red Time, what's going on? Anderson can't use his weak foot. Anderson plus Stiller plus Blaber will be transformative. Wouldn't that be lovely, my guy? Wouldn't that be lovely, Red Times? That would be great. I would love that, my guy. I mean, whatever Man United do, bring in Anderson, bring in Baleba, bring in Wharton, bring in these players. Stiller's going to Real Madrid, I think, Red Times. I actually think he's going to go to Real Madrid. Sadly, as it is. We are not in the moment, but we're aware of Ogume, a very good player, of course. Sal, a good question for you. Who is the best number 8 out there for United? For United, I actually think Anderson could play that number 8. I think he'd be brilliant for Man United in that number 8. I think he can play that. And if we got Wharton and Anderson, they could sort of do a modern day sort of thing with the middle in the pitch and stuff like that. I actually think that. But there are other players out there in Europe. There are other players out there, but I think that would be it. Big up, Garrett. What's going on, you legend? Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're good. Big ups. Good morning, brother. Hope you're doing well. I'm very well. Thank you. Good to see you, my guy. Good to see you, of course. Welcome to Stretford Post, my guy. Welcome back. 3-1 to United. You're the same as me. Great minds think alike, Garrett. You said 3-1 to Man United. I say 3-1 to Man United. Fantastic. Absolutely. Thank you. Great minds think alike. Who's your favorite Man United player of all time? There's loads. Sorry, Arman. There's loads. I would say Eric Cantona for me. That's it. Between Eric Cantona, David Beckham, I like Paul Scholes as well. But I think the fact, in regards to Cantona was the difference maker. He was the one that got Man United over the line. He was the one who was the icing on the cherry on the cake, so to speak, that transformed Man United into a nearly team, into a championship winning team. And I think without Cantona's input and his legacy, I don't think Man United would have went on to what they would have went on. And I think it's very highly underrated as well, the way Cantona nurtured the young players, nurtured the class of 92, if you know what I mean. This is what we're talking about, bringing young players into the football team. You do need those figureheads there, those people that, nurture you and send you on the right path, if you know what I mean. I'll be honest. I don't rate Baleba. I really think I'd prefer Rasmus to retire. Big up, Max. Yeah, a lot of people don't. I mean, he has to pick it up. Absolutely, he has to pick it up. He has to pick up his performances. Benny, got to run, guys. Have a great day, Benny. Thank you so much for joining me, my guy. Really appreciate you. Absolutely, as usual. Me too, my friend. Big up at Max as well. Do you think that Van Nistelrooy is our best Dutch player of all time? Good question. No. Best Dutch striker? Best Dutch player of all time? No. I think the best Man United's best Dutch player of all time is Stam for me. And he won a treble, that's why. I believe that with chest. He won a treble, so he's my favourite Dutch player of all time at Man United. And that's what it is, guys. Absolutely. He's my favourite. Van Persie was brilliant. Van Persie was brilliant. Ruud van Nistelrooy was brilliant. I would say that Van Nistelrooy is a bit better because obviously he won a couple of titles and stuff. But if I was to say, someone took me right now and said, Sal, what's the best Dutch player at Man United of all time? I'll say Stam for me. It's the first name that comes to my head, Stam, because treble. I think Stam, I think treble. And that's why it is, you know what I mean? We sold him too early, in my opinion. Wesley, my favorite was Giggs and Scholes. Big up, Wesley. Absolutely. There's loads there. 100 likes. Big up, everyone. Thank you, Ephraim. Guys, thank you so much for the 100 likes. Really appreciate it. Great stream this morning. Great show. Absolutely brilliant. I was on live during that time. Big up, Arman. Sadly, you wasn't, but it was a great time. And let me tell you that right now. It was a great time. Absolutely. Difficult to get you a live stream because of the time difference, but I do get the playbacks. Thank you so much, Gary. I appreciate you, my friend. I really appreciate you. Regardless if you get the playbacks, you get the live. I really appreciate you, my friend. It is really, really nice of you to support. Absolutely. Dave, FSG invested north of 400 million, and I have made Liverpool a force to be reckoned with. They are really highlighting the blueprint of how to build their squad for competing for trophies. What a club. What a club, Dave. Dave. What a club Liverpool are. What a football club Liverpool are. I mean, the amount of money that they've invested. I mean, goodness me. And to win one game out of 7 is such a huge achievement. To win one game out of 7, it's like, good, that's championship form. I have to say, you can't say anything else, but it's championship winning form. I envy them. I do watch boxing sometimes, but I feel like boxing, man, has lost its way a little bit, in my opinion. I think it's lost its way a little bit. But yeah, Liverpool's. They are the blueprint, Dave. They are the blueprint. I get you. They are the blueprint. They're what we should aspire to be. They are what we should aspire to be. Is what Liverpool are doing right now. Is 1 win in 7 games. Goodness me. The way they're like doing this reverse psychology thing. It's so incredible. The way that Liverpool are doing this reverse psychology thing, where they're losing, so all of us sort of get a little bit complacent, and we say, "Oh yeah, we can take it easy." The way Liverpool are doing that's just genius. It's genius. It's incredible, isn't it? We got to laugh, guys. Rick, man, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. So I totally understand what Baleba is doing. He is being paid like an academy player, 12K a week. I don't. Because that shows a lack of professionalism. When you down tool, who cares? Ask your bosses for more money. Don't down tool. Man United don't need players like that. Man United need players that I think that's nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Baleba's underperforming so that his price tag goes less and he leaves the football club. It's nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. What does that tell you about him? If he'd done that to Brighton, he's going to do that to Man United when Real Madrid come calling in a couple of years. It's nonsense. He's not playing well. He's been shit. Hold it. That's it. Right? And I'm a fan of his. That's what he's going. He's getting 12 grand a week. Ask for more money. That is it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. Not, he's getting 12 grand. I know what he's doing. Stop this. Stop it. Stop looking at this. Start thinking about logically. Start looking at what he's doing for Brighton, all right? Let's look at football logically, you know what I mean? Not through sinister reasons. That is a silly state. Sal, when we beat Everton 1 point off the second? Sal, when we beat Everton 1 point off second, let's hope so, my friend. Do you think we can finish higher than 4th this season? Yeah, I do. I do think we'll finish higher than 4th this season. Yeah. You know what I mean? So player FC don't work with me. I call things as they are. I call things as they are from an all-round point of view, sometimes raw point of view. And that's what we need to do. 12K a week is about right. I know 12K a week is not a lot of money, but young players should have a wage cap. Look at Sancho, money going to his head. Yeah, but shouldn't you have to earn that as well, Stephen? Shouldn't you have to earn a bigger wage? One good season is not going to do the mustard, guys. It's not. You know, at the end of the day, you have to perform season in, season out, isn't it? You can't just say, like, look at Evan Ferguson for one reason, right? Evan Ferguson was ranked as one of the best young players out there, especially at Brighton. Do you know what I mean? And where is he now? You're only as good as your last season. This is actually from Dave. That Baleba really shows an issue with his mentality. If he was eager to join United, he shouldn't have down tooled. Exactly. This season would have been good for him to play exceptionally well, not Joss. Exactly. stop trying to fit a narrative that is not true. Exactly, Dave. You got to think about things smartly and maturely. All right? Stop thinking about he's like me, he reminds me of myself, he's my favorite player, he's this, that, he looks like me, this and that. Think about football. Think about what he's doing at Brighton. If he's down tooling at Brighton and he can pick it up, guys, and I hope he does. But if he's down tooling at Brighton, I'm sorry. Man United don't need players like that. Man United need players who are professional. And that's what it is, regardless if they want. Look at Anderson. Anderson's price tag's going up. He wants to go to Man United. Of course he does. But his price tag's going up. He cares about Nottingham Forest. That's professionalism. That's professional. Look at Mark Gouy. Look at Mark Gouy. Mark Gouy missed out on his big move to Liverpool. Right? Look at Mark Gouy. Performing week in, week out. Without foul. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. Big up everyone. Take it easy. I want to say thank you to everyone who's joined me in the stream. You absolute legends, whether you agree or not. It's very, very, very good to see you guys. Appreciate every single one, guys. And guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Smash a like on the video. The realest channel, I think, in content creation. The realest, guys. I really do. Thank you so much. Have a great day, great evening, great night. And have a great weekend. Much love to you all. Don't forget to smash a like, guys, please. We're over 100 likes. Fantastic. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Fantastic, guys. Really appreciate you. Take it easy, guys. Have a great day. And I shall see you for Chatterbox. Take it easy, guys. Peace. Thanks.